Before you sleep tonight, just remember some families in Nigeria are paying more in ransom than they can even earn in 10 years. And this is how profitable kidnapping has become. The most painful part? This is no longer random crime. It is a structured industry with negotiators, middlemen, financiers, informants, and people whose job is to set prices for human lives. In just 12 months, from July 2024 to June 2025, over 4,722 Nigerians were abducted. Kidnappers demanded 48 billion naira, but families only raised 2.57 billion naira. And even after paying, 762 victims were killed. This is why today, I want to show you 5 ransom demands that shocked Nigeria. Not just because of amount, but because of how they reveal the evolution of kidnapping in a billion industry. Let's get into it. Let's start in Auchi, Edo State. It began like many cases do. A night of journey, a quiet road, and the sudden gunshots. Family received first call hours later. 75 million naira. Or, we start killing them. What makes this one shocking is not just the amount, it's the speed. The kidnappers gave the family 48 hours to raise the money. Relatives sold lands, borrowed money from community members, drained their businesses. And after the ransom was paid, the victims were finally released. But no arrest, no rescue, just business completed. This one is painful because you have the testimony directly from the family. Venerable Edwin was kidnapped in Kaduna. The kidnappers didn't just demand ransom. He was kidnapped with his wife.
I mentioned the story of Venerable Archie. But little did I know that Venerable Archie was closer to me more than even the person that sent me a message about Venerable Archie.
They also took over his Facebook account. They posted the ransom demand publicly for everyone to see. 100 million for him and 100 million for his wife, making 200 million naira for a clergy family just to breathe. The kidnappers updated the page, mocking the families. The humiliation was deliberate. Even after the ransom was raised, they took his life beside his wife. The case shows the brutality of kidnappers who now use social media as a psychological weapon. And the number 3 is, imagine over 35 people in the church program and all of a sudden they begin to hear sounds like electric shock from transformers. All of a sudden they show up and they declare themselves as bandits, only to be ambushed and marched into the forest like prisoners. Even the security was killed. That is the Kwara attack that happened last month. You have the family interviews confirming this. The kidnappers demanded 100 million per person. That is 3.5 billion for a congregation. Families cry out on camera, begging Kwara State government and Nigerians to help. The final amount was never publicly disclosed, but slowly after negotiation, the victims were released. This case shows that kidnapping are now targeting groups, schools, churches, not individual, because it multiplies the revenue. Now to one of Nigeria's darkest kidnapping events. When government attacked the Abuja-Kaduna train in 2022, 62 people were taken. The initial demand was 100 million naira per victim. Some families paid, and yet some victims were beaten, tortured, and raped even after payment. Children spent months in captivities, men were chained, women were violated. This case sets the template for modern mass kidnapping, a template that many groups now use and copy today. And the last one, number 5. This one deserves its own space. Greenfield University students in Kaduna were kidnapped in 2021. The kidnappers demanded 800 million naira.
Look at the type of parents. 800 million is not a joke. If public will not come to our aid, I don't know how we can come out of this.
When the money didn't come fast enough, they executed 5 students, one after the other, and they dumped their bodies by the roadside. They later reduced the demand to 100 million naira plus 10 motorcycles before negotiation resumed. This case shocked the country because it shows kidnappers have reached the point where killing is part of their negotiation strategy. These ransom demands are not isolated stories. They are symptoms of countries where kidnappings has become a full-blown economic system. Because when a crime becomes profitable, when millions can be made in a single night, when victims are still raped and killed and after ransom is paid, then you are not dealing with crime anymore. You are dealing with an industry. Now that a military general has been appointed as a new defense minister, do you think he, General Christopher, can fix the system that makes kidnapping profitable? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash the like button for more. And if this provokes you to test for change, subscribe and share this video. This pattern of kidnappings, it shows the symptoms of dark deal made by elements in power. Trust me, you would like to know the dark deal behind Tinubu's rise to power. Click this video up here now. Trust me, you would like to know the secret through the investigation. See you in the next video.